a refreshing, ice-cold drink on a sweltering tropical afternoon. Today, we take it for granted. But in the early 1800s, the idea of having ice in the tropics was as crazy as selling sand in the desert. This is the story of Frederic Tudor, a man who tried to convince people that they needed frozen pond water. Born in 1783, Frederic Tudor wasn't interested in the typical path. He was a dreamer with a cold, hard plan. In 1806, he had a radical idea: harvest winter ice from local lakes and ship it to the blazing hot Caribbean. Everyone thought he was insane. The Boston elite laughed him out of the room. Ice? It would melt in days. Tudor persisted. He bought a ship, the Favorite, and loaded it with 130 tons of ice cut from his farm. He arrived in Martinique to a confused public. They had no idea what to do with cold rocks. The ice began to vanish. That first trip was a disaster. Tudor lost thousands and eventually went to debtor's prison 3 separate times. But Tudor was stubborn. In prison, he refined his business model and studied the physics of heat. The problem was keeping the cargo. How do you ship tons of ice across the equator without it melting? His secret? Sawdust. Packing the ice in cheap leftover New England sawdust acted as a near-perfect insulator. This waste product from lumber mills allowed him to cross the Atlantic with only a fraction of the cargo melting. Still, he had to create a market. In Cuba, he literally gave ice away for free to bartenders and doctors. He taught them how to make iced drinks, hooking locals on the luxury of cold until they couldn't live without it. In 1833, he took a massive gamble, shipping ice 16,000 miles to India. After 4 months, it arrived intact. The Indian market was a gold mine. Tudor finally became the multi-millionaire he always knew he'd be. By the time he died in 1864, the Ice King had built a global empire, proving that insane ideas can change the world. He paved the way for modern refrigeration. Next time you have a cold drink, thank Frederic Tudor. History is full of madmen who were just ahead of their time. Hit follow for more incredible stories.